regarding the International Yoga Day and the World Music Day celebrations. On the 20th of June, we are organizing an event at the Music Academy, which is the eve of the World Music Day, which is actually on the 21st, and also the International Yoga Day, which also is on the 21st. So we are starting the celebrations from the 20th itself. So 20th evening, we are actually commencing this event. Of course, we are doing some events on 21st also, which will brief you. We are inviting Dushi Aruna Saramji, who is going to be a part of this event. Briefly, I'll talk to you about the event, and then I'll also have with us, we have Raji here, who's representing the art of living, and Mr. Ashwin, who is from the Vedanta, who is supporting this event, and we'll tell you the reason of what this event is all about. And of course, as I said, artists like Aruna Sara, who are performing, will also be speaking about the cause and the reasons of doing this. But before I elaborate a lot on the event, I'll quickly tell you the event, and then once we have others speak, then I will talk to you about the significance of why this meet and what is different about this event. As you all know, so many things happen throughout the year in Chennai. Chennai being a cultural hub, it's nothing new to have another musical event happening in this great city, which has seen so many great events. So if you ask me, is something new about another music program? Yes. This is another music program, but the difference is, of course, theme and other things will tell you, which will be different. But the main thing about this event is bringing together people for a cause. And that is what we're trying to do with this. And the cause, the World Music Day by itself, Karnataka has been celebrating this for the last 12 years, starting from 2003. So, World Music Day, the concept of World Music Day, which was introduced by French people, have now it's become common for musicians and music community around the world to celebrate this. So many events are happening for that as well. But this is a special thing that we are doing here in Chennai for the World Music Day. And International Yoga Day, as you all know, which was declared last year, it's the first time that it's being officially celebrated across the world, is also happening around this time. What is the connection between yoga and music? The first question that we would probably think of is our music in India. I'm not talking about Carnatic music per se, I'm talking about music in general in India, was also called as Nada Yoga. And that is why the theme Nada Yoga is given to this program. It is called Nada Yoga. The simple difference here is, what is it about yoga and music here? Again, the connection is, when you sit down to listen to this music, or when you perform, or you have people performing, the entire experience of that is to take you through all the chakras, which is what yoga does in the meditation that you do. So it raises you from every level of the 7 chakras that we have, and it helps you keep your body and mind fresh. So that's what it does, without actually, as yoga can do, it can also keep you physically fit. This helps you keep emotionally stable and fit. So that is the power of music on the body. So that is why we have this. And if you take traditionally, Indian music predominantly is a very, very positive, energy-oriented music. So be it Carnatic or Hindustani or any of these things that we commonly have as the traditional form of music. So this has had a lot of positive energy around people. The main concept and reason for that was, the two things that are very important to music itself is the energy of how it transfers from the singer to the audience. A special welcome to Padma Shri Aruna Saramji, who is a great musician, and she is part of this entire effort. So as I said, this entire effort is to help people connect through this music that we are organizing, and in this connection, this event, we are going to have a performance exclusively by Idushia Nasarachi. She will be performing a very different concept, which I will ask her to explain why it is different and in what way it's different. Of course, I'll just give you a glimpse that it's going to be, she's going to be singing in multilingual, it's a multilingual concert, which will cover most parts of what Indian music is all about.
You have kind of given the broad picture about what yoga is, and like he said, this program, the proceeds of that will go towards empowering life skills for students from corporation school students. We have identified 75,000 students across Chennai, and this program will go in developing and helping the life skills of these students. So that is the main reason for also having that program on this World Music Day. I would also like to explain a little bit about, he was already telling how yoga means a lot. Yes, yoga is multifaceted. So I just like to share a few more facets of yoga as we commemorate the International Yoga Day as declared by the United Nations for the first time. And it's really nice and heartening to see that world over today everybody is talking about yoga in terms of how it gives relaxation and happiness. This is something nice. There is an awakening that is happening across the world. It's nice to see. And if you actually notice that, as he said also, it's really multifold, and yoga is not just only stretches or exercises, it's music, it's how we behave, our emotions, everything. And if you take a child, you know, each one of us, as we are born yogis. You know, that's what Shishi often says. He says if you observe a child between 3 months and 3 years, they do everything that a yogi does. You know, the postures they take, the way they smile, the way they breathe. So he says if you observe a child, you don't need a yoga teacher. So we just get back, re-emphasize and experience yoga through music, through various postures and also other processes like meditations. So I just wanted to say that it has an effect on the health physically and also emotionally. So if you see a child is very happy, no, isn't it? Child is very happy, laughs about 400 times in a day. So we can all probably compare how many times we laugh. So we know how stress-free we are from that child. Yes. So I also wanted to talk about behavior. We were talking about how it affects behavior. If you see, yoga has a positive effect on the behavior of people, of individuals. The behavior is often because of stress levels in the body. So yoga is not just doing something and getting back to your usual stressed, challenging environment that we face every day. It's how we communicate and how we act. Given any situation that we are in, how we are able to communicate and act. So it's like intuition improves innovation, improves creativity. All these are effects of yoga. And yoga by itself promotes harmony and diversity. India is a diverse country, and yoga is a very unifying process. Like yoga by itself means uniting. It unites the very existence, this very creation, this time. And world over today, people are talking about gross domestic happiness rather than GDP as an indicator. And this can really help, as a tool to measure. And if you see, a lot of people we know, and also in world over, suffer from depression. They pop in Prozac, they have antidepressants. Doesn't really help. Something very natural, something which is as easy as breathing, if we can do to help ourselves, is what we each of us can do to lead a happy life. So the whole idea is to have a smile in spite of all the challenges we face every day in our day-to-day lives. Yes. So as is already mentioned in the press release, from all walks of life, we have professional students, fitness enthusiasts all getting together on the 21st at Pachepas College grounds. And we are all just going to celebrate, stretch, celebrate yoga. It's India's gift to the world. We are extremely delighted to have Sri Rudresh Kumar with us. He is from Bangalore. And I just wanted to also add that Chennai has seen marathons, walkathons, pinkathons, but this is one of a kind. It's the first ever yogathon on this kind of scale. So look forward to seeing each of you there and join us as we celebrate yoga. And I would just like to end with a quote by Shishi Ravishankar. He says, like eating pizza or chow mein doesn't make one Italian or Chinese. Doing yoga isn't going to make one Indian or Hindu. We accept cuisines, fashion, music and technologies from every part of the world as a sign of progressive thinking. Why not wisdom of yoga from India?
From last 5 years I am practicing slow consolidation, and that is how I have achieved this speed. So fast is good for focus, concentration, and slow is for good body shape. So I am practicing both. First I will show you slow then fast. One round slow and fast then. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And now you see
such a pleasure and a privilege to be part of the Art of Living Yogathon connected event on 20th, where we musicians are going to express through Nada Yoga, through the yoga of sound, what we feel, how united we feel with our ecosystem and with the universe around us. That is the spirit in which we are coming together on the 20th. There are so many children that need to be empowered, to be educated. This is a singularly important aspect that we have to attend to if we are to truly proclaim ourselves as a progressive society. And just think about it. How much does it cost to educate a child? I am told that it is just about rupees 200 per annum. Can you just imagine? For those who live abroad, this is less than $4 per year. And even for us, INR rupees 200 is something we, all of us gathered in this room, are privileged to just part with within the blink of an eye, isn't it? So, I feel this is a cause that is so important. We have to support. I am coming, and I'm sure all my colleague musicians are coming with that spirit to support this cause. I myself have undertaken the responsibility, as I mentioned earlier, by doing this for 200 children.